Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes, or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
Diggity dank.
Hello and welcome back to another week of the Nightwing News. Brand new. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is.
Hi, I'm Kristen.
And yes, that's right. This week we will be covering all the new stuff. We got Nightwing 115, Titans 12, Batman Brave and the Bold 13 from a few weeks ago. Yeah, we'll get to part 1 of the Nightwing Deadman team-up. Nice. Alright, so, yeah, as we said, we'll start with Batman Brave and the Bold number 13, since that is sold. It's so funny, because again, there's, this is like an anthology, there's always a few different stories in it. Who's the first story? That's right. Who's bigger on the cover than Batman? That's right.
I mean, Batman's not even in that one.
No, he's not even till like the is it the fourth story maybe? Oh wait,
the one with Guy Gardner. Is he in the Poison Ivy one?
For the isn't it is it the Invader?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one after the Artemis story. That's
Oh yeah, sorry, Artemis the Poison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yup.
It's Batman and Guy Gardner, yes. Oh, and then Batman's in that last black and white story, but yeah, no, Dick Grayson, Nightwing is first. And I guess it's kind of a flashback. That first page says it takes place before, excuse me, Night Terrors.
I know, which, God, that was like a year ago, right?
When was that? It was a while ago. It was.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't that last summer's thing?
Let me see. But yeah, I mean, that was, I wonder if they just had, I'm trying to remember, is there any reason why that, I don't know, but I wonder if it was a story they had sitting on the shelf or just why. Oh, Night Terrors.
It's not a big deal. It's just interesting. I wonder, it'll be interesting to see if this somehow plays into Night Terrors, although, like I said, I think it's been about a year, so I kind of forget.
Yeah. No, it was just interesting to me. Night Terrors. Oh, you're right. Yeah, it was issue 1. Nightwing Night Terrors number 1 was went on sale July 18th of 2023. So yeah, it's been about a year. Night Terrors. So this one, written by former Nightwing writer Tim Seeley, and then Kelly Jones, who did a bunch of Batman stuff back in the 90s. But yeah, this is the big Nightwing and Deadman team up. So we see Nightwing swinging through Bloodhaven, and then he comes across this mysterious woman.
For a second, it'll be interesting. Remember, who was that woman back in Nightwing?
Wrapped up in the. That's who I thought it was going to be at first, but then he didn't recognize. That's who I thought they were going to go with. But yeah, I think this is more a supernatural thing. Yeah. Because she seems to be wrapped in these red pieces of cloth, and she says, "If I fall, may I never land."
Yeah.
And then jumps off this bridge.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Then Nightwing jumps off, try to save her. Yep, his hand goes right through her. So, but he does manage to save himself. And you would think at least they would say this story takes place before the current Nightwing arcs, because he'd be afraid of heights. But still.
Well, I guess that's why they say before.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm saying it'll be interesting to see if this somehow plays in, or if they're just like throwing it out there randomly.
Mm-hmm. So Dick's like, he does his research, looking for news stories or police reports about a missing girl. They show him with Barbara. They show him with, is he in the library or?
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be in the library or
digging into the past, events at the bridge, murders, suicides, and he calls Zatanna. She's like, yeah, she can show up in a few days, but she goes, maybe I could send some help. Maybe the demon. He's mostly not evil.
So that's supposed to be Jason Blood then?
No, I think that's supposed to be John Constantine. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure because I know she and Constantine are friends / sometimes dating, but then I was also thinking that isn't it Jason Blood that has the demon, but maybe she didn't mean it literally, I guess.
Just the way he's talking, I think it's supposed to be Constantine, yeah. But then, he goes home, and there's Haley. Oh, and then I'll have someone breaks in. He's like, they get through the skylight, and he's like, to get through it, you'd have to be able to do a quadruple somersault into a rolling bar catch. Circus security made for only aerialists and acrobats, and most of us are dead. So, yes, we see this is Deadman in someone's body. Oh, maybe it's the whole thing, because Deadman's is Dick still able to see him after he jumps out of this body, so I'm trying to remember maybe that's has something to do with night terrors, because usually people can't see him when he's outside a body, so I'm trying to remember if during night terrors or before.
This time, that coin or whatever.
Yeah. But he says he found this guy stealing artifacts from his job as a curator at the Bloodhaven Museum of History. Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, the coin. So he says,
Wait, but I think that my favorite line, because it actually makes a lot of sense to have this in here, is we've met, though not as often as you'd think for two guys with the same resume. I thought that was good because they do have a lot of similarities, and yet they haven't met that much. Weird.
Oh, and he's also a ghost. So yeah, I mean, Deadman says he's kind of been pulled here, and Dick's saying, if I fall, may I never land. My parents used to say that every night before we performed. The only time they didn't was the night they died. Deadman said, it's an old circus superstition, like never wearing green or not sitting with your back to the ring.
Which that struck me as interesting because don't sometimes they show them wearing green? The Flying Graysons, like sometimes it's all of the like red, yellow, and green. Yeah.
So I wonder if that is a real superstition, or maybe sometimes people do that on purpose to show, they're gonna get in trouble here because they're wearing green. So yeah, Dick was thinking about his parents' death. That man's talking about the time he died. The flying girl, I think she was sending a message because she looked down too. So I think they're traveling on this train. And then these guys try to attack them on the train. Crap, man, he's some kind of karate guy. Shoot him. So yeah, they knock these guys off the train. But then one of these guys gets chased by a figure. And it calls itself the Unfallen. And I don't know what he's supposed to be made out of.
Yeah, it's weird.
Almost looks like a lumpy swamp thing or something, but... So, yep. That's the first part, so yes, next I'm pretty sure it's only said 2 parts, but I'm not sure, but... So, yes, it seems they're probably going to be up against some supernatural menace. But yeah, like I said, once again, I was very impressed to see Nightwing getting top billing in this book.
Yeah, and I thought this was a pretty good story. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, nice little mystery, and again, it's Tim Seeley. We know he knows how to write Nightwing.
And it is nice to see him with Deadman because, as he said, they do have the same, pretty much the same biography.
And again, I mean, we've seen a little of it before, but you don't always get to see Dick Grayson in like some kind of supernatural thing, so it is kind of nice to see that. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good.
All right. So should we move on?
Yep.
I mean, we'll do Titans 12. There's not a ton of Dick in this issue, but... Because remember where we left off last time, kids? Titans were attacked by this girl who gets turned into this robot, or... Because we see the flashback about how she stepped up to help someone in school who's being bullied, and that's when she tried to text a Titan and talk to Donna. But yeah, we see her attacking the Titans again, and then Cyborg's eventually to be able to get through and clear her head so she doesn't see the Titans as enemies. Oh, and then there's a scene with Raven, the bad self and the good self talking, and Rachel's like, she's like, well, why? I think there's a reason you're hiding, your evil from the Titans. And evil Raven's just like, no, they're powerful, but they just they're limited by their morality and sense of justice. I will remove these limitations. I will shape their minds. I will unleash their true potential. They will conquer worlds with me. So
feels unlikely to happen.
So even Evil Raven cares about the Titans?
Aww. Maybe.
It's love, it's friendship. But yeah, eventually, like I said, the Titans are able to snap this girl out of it, and she's basically like, "Oh, you're all my heroes." And then that's when Evil Raven shows up and blows her up.
Yep, and ruins it.
Yeah. After the whole, everything I've done was to be like you.
Yeah. Wah, wah.
But yeah, I thought that was cute. Text the Titan.
Yeah, that was cute, and it's fun how they how it's like something that they're kind of changing with the times,
Yeah.
That isn't just like, oh, you have to send a letter or whatever.
I hope I'm doing
it was.
I hope I'm doing the right thing, Dawn. I hope to hear back from you in 3 months. I just think it's funny. Everyone's basically in right.
Could have had it as, but yeah, definitely the text is really updating it.
Yeah.
Even if they had done like email a Titan, it would have felt.
Or like AOL chat room or something. I just think it's funny in that fight. Dick's like the only Titan actually in costume.
Well, because we know that he was just doing something.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, and he doesn't speak much until like the last page or so. And there's another reason there. So yeah, Raven blows this girl up, but Cyborg is able to trace the signal controlling her back to T.O. Morrow. Star.
Yeah, so what's up with that guy? Maybe I asked last time.
Evil scientist. Wasn't he the one? I was getting confused between him and I, though. I think he is this the one who created Red Tornado? Yeah, Red Tornado. Yeah. But yeah, he's good for building like robots and stuff. Yeah, so yeah, Cyborg, Donna, Starfire, and Guard boom tube the Star Labs. He's like, you can't prove anything, and they're like, well, we can. How about all the data in these computers? And he's like, these systems are heavily protected and encrypted. And Cyborg's like, yeah, I've been downloading everything since we got here. But yeah, Donna's all mad because she's like, hey, you took this girl, wanted to be a hero, and you used her, lied to her, took her apart, and made her into a weapon. There's the way to bring Venatia back. We will find it. You'll be held accountable for your monstrous actions. And that's when we get to the end at Titan's Tower. Dick said he wanted to talk privately. You're tackling the android. You had no way of knowing if she was alive. I'm still not certain whether she was a program or a sentient creature. And Raven's like, yeah, I'm an empath. I knew. Should I have waited until you were a pulverized puddle oozing out of a skin-tight costume? And that's what she says. I actually wanted to talk to you. When the robot first attacked, I tried to link our minds, and I couldn't reach yours. So that's when she grabs him by the neck and says, where was your mind, Dick Grayson?
Very dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
I like how he's wearing a Batman t-shirt.
Yes, yeah. So, I guess Raven's about to find out. Well, she doesn't already know what he's been up to.
Well, or also, Dick now has proof that he was looking for that something's up with Raven.
Yep. What you think?
Suspected. Didn't know for sure.
So, what you think?
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I have to admit, I actually liked that cliffhanger better than the cliffhanger in Nightwing.
Oh, yeah.
The cliffhanger in Nightwing is making me extremely anxious.
Yeah, me too. I was just looking for the checklist for absolute power. I thought since Amanda Waller was there, the Titans would be in it, but it doesn't look like there's, like, the regular Titans book's not in it, at least, so.
Let me know. That means I'm going to ignore it for the most part. Let me know if there's something I need to read.
It looks like it's basically a Justice League thing for the most part.
Okay.
In their respective books, like Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Wonder Woman. Yeah, I'm not seeing any Titans either, really, in this preview work. So yeah, you might. Oh wait, there might be a cover with Batman and Nightwing, but yeah, I'll let you know. But I don't think they're going to play a huge part in it. So, all right, so that was your favorite cliffhanger this week, then you said.
I would say my preferred cliffhanger.
Not cliff, but hanging on the wall ending. Okay. Yeah. All right. So should we get to Nightwing 115?
Let's do it.
We knew it was going to get bad. We knew it was going to get bad. So yes, Fallen Grayson Part 2. And again, right where we left off. Yeah. The room's on fire. The building's on fire. So I love. Yeah, they're trying to figure out a way. And Damian says you can't risk taking the fire escape. The fire's below. So there's a connecting walkway to the next building 2 floors up. Barbara, do you have knowledge of escape routes in every building you enter? Yes. Good. But yeah, Dick tells Barbara and Damian to get everyone out. Him and Bruce will make sure everyone else gets out. I love Barbara. Please calmly and quickly follow this adorable dog.
That is a smart move. People love dogs.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, this reporter's still like, I have questions. He's like, really? He's like, I have answers, but really? Standing in the middle of a burning building? I don't think it's the time. And then, what's his face comes up, Heartless.
I know, yeah, I'm forgetting his real name.
Yeah.
Gerald's the butler. Isn't he like, is Lyle his last name?
Oh, Shelton?
Shelton, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because he comes right up, he says, I can't find Gerald, my butler, I can't find him. But yeah, so Dick tells Bruce, get everyone else out of the building. So Dick says, yeah, of course, we'll be right. He says, I'll be quick and call if you need help. And Dick's like, of course, we'll be right behind you. So, but yes, it seems, yeah, Shelton has people watching. So once they, Zucco and some guys. And so once they say it's clear, they shut off the cameras. And then Shelton starts adding some gas in. Dick finds out, Gerald's fine. He's wearing a gas mask. But yeah, Shelton says one of the anesthetics you're currently breathing is a benzodiazepine. It inhibits the brain's abilities to form memories while conscious, meaning you won't remember any of this. There's also a sedative component in the gas, so no one will question when it appears you collapse from smoke inhalation. That's when Dick punches him in the gas mask. Why isn't he down? Can't think. I have to get out of the room. So yeah, Shelton knocks him out. Says time for another falling.
Yeah, I kind of forgotten, but Shelton has some like augmented. I mean, like something with his hand. Like, why is he able to just punch him back into a wall?
Yeah, because didn't they show like they were giving him surgeries for stuff? So yeah, he might have like some. I don't know if he has some kind of cyborg parts or something. He has something. Gee, after he knocks Dick out, I guess he's dreaming again about that. Yeah, that fall he took as a kid. I love his parents talking to Haley. Do you really expect us to just leave Dick here? Oh, and when they were talking about another area list to fill in for them, I was like, wait, are they going to be talking about Deadman? But they really don't give a name or anything.
Yeah, they don't say, and they say Edwards, and that's not the circus Boston's ever been mentioned as being.
Yeah, no.
Who knows?
So yeah, but Dick wakes up, and his parents are. He gave us a scare. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't want it to be just like you and Dad. I didn't mean to get hurt. Then in the present, we see Shelton kind of carrying Gerald and Dick out, and they let Dick in the ambulance. But yeah, Shelton's telling Bruce, I'm sure he'll be fine. He saved Gerald without hesitation, with no concern for his own well-being. I can see why you're so proud. When you see him, please thank him for me. So that look on Bruce's face, I was like, is that Bruce just being concerned about Dick, or is Bruce kind of like getting suspicious?
Right, I would hope. So that's the thing, and I kind of read some reviews, and I get it a little bit, so one thing that I have not really been bothered by, because I prefer like happy shiny things, and I like it when Dick's hanging out with his friends, but I have seen some people complain that they feel like partially because Taylor likes to show Dick working with his friends, that it makes Dick seem less competent sometimes, and maybe even a little naive. And I didn't really get that so much, but unfortunately, this was the first issue where I kind of felt like that complaint that some people talk about was showing through. And also, like, all of the... It's weird. I hope it's resolved. It'll be interesting to see how it's resolved, because potentially this could... It feels like something that the Bats would already have a protocol for, and it kind of makes them all look stupid.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. I couldn't tell if Bruce was, like, concerned for Dick, or if that look is just, this is fishy. Dick wouldn't have been this dumb, or, Dick wouldn't have, passed out as so easily, So I just see the wheels turn in Bruce's head, maybe.
Right.
Well, especially once what happens at the ending, he's going to know something's up.
Right. So I guess a part of me is, I mean, I don't know, it would feel a little like Deus Ex Machina, but at the same time, it would be on point for the bats. That, like, Barbara has cameras of her own that they don't know about, that we're filming the whole thing or something.
Yeah, or the big night, they just had a camera somewhere, yeah.
Because, I don't know. It's weird. As I was talking to a friend about it, so if this story were written and was happening in the 1950s or 60s, the way they wrote Batman, I would totally be like, oh yeah, this could happen. But this idea, because then of course we see that they're finding, he has what, I guess in his pocket or something inside, he has the Nightwing mask on him. That feels like something that nowadays, how the bats are, prepared to the nth degree and all this kind of stuff, that they wouldn't have. I don't know that somehow.
That is weird because again, they have his shirt open, so you see he doesn't have the costume on underneath, but he still has the mask.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, why isn't Bruce or somebody going with him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like something's up, and is it just we want this to happen, so we're writing it this way, and then it's sort of a valid criticism that it's like kind of showing the bats all being naive, which is very weird because they're not. Or, do they suspect, and is it gonna... And it's weird, and normally, because remember when we were reading Titans, and how Linda was talking with Tempest, and the creepy thing, like, shot out of his mouth into hers, and then they went with Wally, and it was like, oh no, they want you to think that she's gonna murder Wally, but I just knew, you and I, we both knew, we're like, they obviously have something planned, like, it's not gonna happen, and so they left us on this cliffhanger, and of course, like, something didn't happen, like, it was fine, they had a plan. And I feel like that's what they're setting up in Nightwing, but this makes me nervous because it's called Fallen Grayson, and I know they want something bad. So I'm like, oh no, are more bad things going to happen? Like, if they hadn't already set it up as, like, oh, this is going to be a bad, sad thing, I wouldn't be as worried.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But the
other thing, so then on that next page where Zucco, and he's like, Dick Grayson is, curse word Nightwing, there are two people I hate in this world, and he's both of them. It's like, so I also feel like they react, and that's why also it's maybe hoping to me that it was like maybe those guys are real EMTs or something too. But
they kill him.
Yeah, and maybe they're changing their plan right now. But what I was gonna say is when they find out he's Nightwing, I feel like shouldn't your reaction be not... Their reaction is like, yeah, this is great because it's two guys we're worried about. But I feel as though shouldn't your reaction be, oh crap, I'm really into it, because before I was afraid I was like up against Dick Grayson, who's just a rich dude with a powerful dad. But now I'm up against Dick Grayson, who's a rich dude with a powerful dad who, like, you don't have to be a genius to take the step, is also Batman. Like, why are you not like, oh no?
Yeah, but I don't know about Zucco, but I think Shelton and Gerald, it seems pretty. They seem pretty psychopathic. I don't know if they're afraid of anything.
No, I know, but Zuko's the one that says that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, Zuko's just mad.
But yeah, so then Gerald kills both the EMTs.
Yep.
And then he's like, we can use this to our advantage. And Shelton says, yes, this is a gift. This makes everything better. So yeah, that makes me think, going through this again, that maybe that wasn't their original intention to frame Dick as Heartless, but now it is.
Or maybe it is. Maybe it was, and he's just like, oh, this makes it so much better because yes, he is. Now he really is capable of being heartless. Although, like you said, if it were me, I'd be like, oh crap, Batman's not going to believe this.
Right. But then we see.
The
Dick, reporter from the fundraiser.
Yeah, Dick wakes up and yes, the reporter's dead. Yes, his heart's been cut out, all heartless now. And
the heartless, creepy doodad is next to him.
Yep, and then the cops show up and say, hey, don't move, Heartless. He's like, wait, what? So yes, he's in this Heartless suit and the mask. And Dick's like, can't drop this gun because it has my prints on it now. But he's like, but I can't get caught like this, and I won't let the hurt police for doing their job. So then he flips to the edge of the roof, but then, of course, this new fear of heights takes over again. The cops.
Finally, the Chekhov's gun payoff of the fight.
Yes, yeah. One of them shoots him in the shoulder, and then they kind of all tackle him to the roof. And he's kind of just trying to say, "Listen, it's not what it looks like." And then they pull the mask off him, and they're like, "Oh, bleep, it's Dick Grayson." At your cliffhanger, kids.
But part of me also feels like, why didn't Batman get there before him?
Yeah, true. Because at first I was almost like, well, maybe Batman's watching from a distance, but I don't think Batman would have let the two paramedics get murdered.
No, yeah.
No. I mean, maybe by the time he wakes up, maybe Batman's I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll be interested to see how it plays out.
I don't know. Maybe...
Which I guess is the point, like success. They want us to be interested in how it plays out, but it makes me nervous.
Maybe Heartless finding the mask and crushing it was basically just like a story shorthand way of saying, oh, at the moment the bats don't have any way to track Dick.
I know, but that seems unlikely to me as well.
Yeah. But again, that
feels like surely they've got trackers inside their bodies.
They should. Don't call me Shirley. But no, that's the whole problem with like having characters who are so capable and with it. It's like, when you need the story for them to not be capable, it's like, really, all of a sudden?
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if we go that far, you think back at the fire, like, they'd all have, like, miniature, like, oxygen things to shove up their nose or something.
Right, yeah. So then it would become
too
much. That's why I was saying, if this had happened, 50 years ago, it would make more sense, because they had not portrayed the bats as quite so ridiculously... prepared all of the time.
Well, if this was 50 years ago, this would probably be done in 1 or 2 issues.
Right. Well, although that's the other thing. That being said, I'm interested to see how he's going to wrap it up in only 3 more issues.
Oh, yeah.
Because...
we still haven't...
Oh, yeah, that's right. I timed it. So I told you it took me 45 minutes to read those 3... Well, and I had to actually skip a couple pages. So over 45 minutes to read... the 3
the 3 Titans,
Marvel
yes,
ones.
that you'll hear next episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I timed, because I also have this like reading app for the library summer read. So I put in Nightwing and Titans like under the same title and timed it, and I read both of them like thinking about it, not just zipping through. It took me 12 minutes.
Yeah.
To read both of them. So I feel like that's the other thing is, while I have enjoyed Taylor's run, and it's not just him, sometimes it feels like not very much happens.
It's a lot of modern comics. Yeah.
So now I'm kind of thinking like, how are they going to wrap this up in only 3 comics?
Yeah, because we haven't even seen him get to that mountain yet.
Right, exactly. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be as worried because I know he makes it to the mountain, so I'm not like I thought he was going to die.
Yeah, no.
Or whatever. But, I mean, he's got the beard and stuff, so it's like, does the Pennyworth Foundation just like go... And that's the thing is I'm a little bit afraid that because we're going to get a new writer, like, is everything going to go up in smoke? And so everything that happened in Taylor's run, it'll be like, well, I hope you enjoyed that because now it's all gone.
Yeah, you never know because, the foundation could be gone. Yeah, who knows?
That would suck. So, yeah. I mean, it was good, and I understand why they set it up that way and all that kind of stuff, but it was not as enjoyable as I have found the other stuff.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking, if we are since we are probably getting a new writer who would be a good writer on Nightwing, I don't know if he's ever, I mean, he hasn't written them like regularly for any length of time, just like one here, one there. Mark Waid.
Yeah,
because Mark Waid is such like a fan of like, he knows all his comics history, so all the Titans stuff he would know, all the connections with Dick and the Titans, and again it's Mark Waid. He'd be like, oh yeah, remember this guy Dick fought as the Robin once back in 1970.
Remember the 10-Finger Man?
Yes,
let's bring back Crazy Quilt.
Yes, that would be Mark Waid. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I of course really liked Tomasi when he wrote.
Yes.
Because he had him. At the medieval museum.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't keep up with. I don't read as many comics as you, so I don't keep up with the writers as much. I don't know their styles as well to know like, oh, that person would totally fit. for Dick. So I don't.
Well, remember also Mark Waid gave us the
Diggity Dank.
Oh, can you imagine if that made a comeback? Yes.
That'd be amazing. It would be Diggity Dank. Yeah, no, I didn't mean that. I just mean I don't really know like other people that would necessarily be good. I don't know.
It's been a long time, probably since Devin. We could do with another female writer too.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's true. I guess I just hope that everything that Taylor established doesn't get destroyed. Like, they don't break Dick and Babs up. They don't...
I would say... here's my prediction. Again, we can clock it in 3 months. But I think Dick and Babs will still be together. I think Haley will still be here. I think he'll stay in Bloodhaven. But the Pennyworth Foundation may no longer be a thing.
And he won't have money anymore?
I don't know. But that's the other thing. I did read Batman 149 today. Bruce has money again.
Yes, and how did he get his money?
Well, Failsafe was basically doing stuff and making investments, and basically Bruce has $3 billion again. Yes. Oh, and again, we recorded these out of order, so you'll hear me talk about this next time, kids, where I was like, oh, he renames Wayne Manor. It's not Wayne Manor. He buys a new mansion inside the city. It's a little smaller than Wayne Manor, he says. But he's fixing it up, and he wants them all to stay with him and stuff. And he's even fixing up the neighborhood around it, making low-income housing for people. So for all you people who say he only uses his money for bat weaponry, no. He's going to fix up the neighborhood and low-income housing. And he says, yes, we should be closer to... He's finally taking Dick's example. He's like, we're going to be in the city. He's like, if living in that townhouse taught me anything.
Interesting. We'll see how long it lasts.
And I can't remember who asked. I think it was either Dick or Damien. It's like, is there a cave under this? And he's like, no, not yet, but I have plans. So we may be getting a new cave too. So
now he has buddies like Superman. They can make a cave for him. So
yeah, because at first it looked like he was going to get Wayne Manor back because Vandal Savage, still the police commissioner, was like, he's like, I'll give you your little house back. He's like, and I'll let your little group, do whatever. He's like, just stay into the shadows, and when I call upon you, you're going to do what I say. And then Bruce just knocks him out and is like, no.
Feels like he'll eventually be back in Wayne Manor, though.
Probably. Maybe we'll get Alfred back. So hurry up, make that happen, people.
It'll be a bummer if we don't get Alfred back, but the Pennyworth Foundation goes away. That'll be like
yeah.
2 thumbs down.
Well, maybe that's another excuse to they're like why they got rid of the foundation. It's like, oh yeah, Alfred's going to be coming back.
I don't know. We'll see. But maybe the foundation keeps going, and maybe Dick is just off in his sad bearded state with Haley to pull Bruce Wayne. Like, oh, I need to find myself, so I'm gonna. Well, retrace my steps because nothing says find myself like going on some painful pilgrimage.
Or, yeah, that could be the other thing where they could be like, yeah, the foundation's going to go on just without Dick, but there's like, we'll never talk about it again, but it's still out there doing good works. Or, every once in a while we might drop the name somewhere, but yeah.
All possible.
Yeah, because who knows? Because like I said, who knows if he's going to have all that money? Because, Bruce has money again, so.
I wish I had an alternate personality that was doing investing like that for me.
Oh, yeah.
I found out my other self made me $3 billion. That'd be sweet.
Yeah. Read Batman 149. I forget. They actually show the grand total. It was like $3 billion and change or something. But yeah. But meanwhile, Bruce was fixing up this mansion by himself. It's like, okay. Yes, you're going to do physical labor when you have $3 billion. Okay.
Hey, $3 billion doesn't go as far as it used to.
Oh, that's right.
Even Batman's worried about inflation.
Nice. I was going to say, I can see doing the work on the cave yourself, but yeah, come on.
Right, yeah.
He was like putting siding up on the house. I'm like, come on, you're not going to hire someone to do that.
Come on, he didn't even buy a brick mansion. Get out.
Or he was doing something. I can't remember what he was doing, but he was. Oh, or unless he was working on the roof because he was like doing something. It might have been the roof. All right. So, anything else?
Well, we'll see what happens next month.
Yes. All right. So next time, kids. Yes, we kind of recorded out of order. So yes, next time you will hear the new Teen Titans 13 through 15. That Kristen and I already recorded. And then, yes, we will be back in a month to talk the new issues. Yeah, Titan. Well, the next Batman Brave and the Bold, because we got to wrap up that Deadman story. And then Titans 13. And then, of course, Nightwing 116 to see how Dick gets out of... Well, we left Dick on 2 cliffhangers this month. either if he survives Heartless, he's going to get choked out by Raven.
Yes, that'll be interesting as well to see if there's really any crossover or if it's all just kind of like hand wavy. We're not worried about it.
Yeah. You know what I don't like? This month's issue. Well, this is the main cover, but it's like we don't have Nightwing anywhere on this cover.
Oh, sorry, which cover?
I think it's cover A. It's the regular cut.
Oh, yeah, that is a good.
It's just Heartless walking down a burning hallway, but.
Yep.
I mean, if you get the variants, he's on there, but yeah. All right, so next in 1 month, we'll cover all the next parts of all of these, and then for the second episode next month, we'll cover Nightwing Rebirth #1 and Nightwing 1 through 4 that come immediately after it. So
one again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Oh, that would have been funny. They would put 1.
Like a Fibonacci sequence.
1 again. 1.5. All right, so yes, so send us all your thoughts on all those. Email us, CapesandLunatics at... Oh, wait. I keep forgetting to put stuff up. No, I'm trying to be a fancy man. All right, kids, so yes, you have no excuse to send us feedback because if you're watching this on YouTube, it's going to be up on the screen. All right, CapesandLunatics at gmail.com. Or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes Lunatics episodes, social media, merchandise. Buy the new Capes Lunatics merch with all the new logos, the Cash App link, the Patreon, where you get exclusive bonus content every month. So do all that. You can find it all at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. And the Patreon link is right there on the screen, patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. All right. Now, I got to make up info. I got to make some slides for you and Will. All right. Next, go on Amazon, pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. Again, you want the complete Dick Grayson story. You got to pick up this book. Again, and also this purchase helps support an educator. So this isn't some fancy writer. This is an educator. Took time out of her career and everything to inform you all about the secret history of Dick Grayson.
I mean, I don't know if it's a secret.
It was a secret. Trying to push some units. Come on. All right, and like I said, you'll hear me say it next time. Yes, good summer reading. So yes, you need something to read around the pool while you're tanning your butt. Yeah, pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder.
Sure, when you're lounging by your billionaire friend's pool.
That's right. All right, so thank you for joining us. I wanted to say we'll be back in a month, but yes, you'll hear us next week, and then we'll be back in a month.
We're hanging out at Steve Dayton's house, 5th richest man.
We're gonna find Steve Dayton next time. Yes, kids. How will Dick Grayson survive the Unfallen, Raven, or Heartless? Come back in a month. All right. Don't be anxious. No, our hero will get out of this. But until next time, join us same wing time.
Deadman channel.
All right, the Nightwing News. Remember, be kind to each other. Don't be heartless.
Well, I think you should say, be excellent to each other.
Dude. All right.